Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our journey to complete the Maimed Gods Saga. Now, recall from our last episode, we just got done unlocking our temple, or chapel, I should say. It looks like I have to fix my light spells, but that is not something I'm going to worry about right now. One of the more recent graphical updates, I tried to make a red light spell, but I was supposed to make red light too, instead of just a red ball. So I'll have to delete that file and go back to the original, which is fine. We just made our altar, blessed it, and we have Tyr's vision. So we have holy water now, so we can go take care of his actual temple at the cathedral. So the altar over there has some unholy goo on it. We gotta spread that around. Now we got a detect undead spell here, and we need to go to the unnatural tree to see if we have any lounging spirits kicking around. No particular order. We got a treasure. It's supposed to be somewhere around there too. So let's maybe go out that way. Maybe we get lucky. We got two birds, one stone. Let's see here. Yep, got a bunch of books that we're going to need to get. We'll do that once we get back to town. Cute. Okay. Not that way. Let's see here. Where are my stairs? And we also need to look at her painting down here. We'll do that when I get my light spell fixed. That's gonna be annoying if I don't fix that soon. But we shall prevail. Just make sure they didn't replenish it with torches. That reminds me, though, with us having torches, I could actually just switch over to those, and that should light up the area without a light spell. So, if I really need to, I can do that. Matter of fact, why don't I just see about slapping one of those in my, there we go. Just in case. Alright, so we're actually going to check out the other area first, and then we'll do Tyr's Unholy, what you call it, Goo Fest. Reason for that, again, I got no preference of one or the other. This one's just right here, but the other reason is that we may piss off those guards that are down there. Remember those jerks? So I don't want to risk it. Plus, there's also supposed to be something downstairs in that little tomb crypt, whatever. So we may have issues with a mummy or undead or something down there, and I just don't want to deal with that right now. I'd rather go up here and find out what the tree has to offer. Okay, so there's our entree. Shortcut. Oh yeah, looks like we got something over here. That's a ghostly light. Alright, where is it? Or do I have to actually talk to the tree? Cast Detect Undead. You feel a sense of dark foreboding as you approach this tree, though it seems normal enough. Cast Detect Undead. Poof. Ooh. Twinkle show. Cold touch of death creeps into your heart as your senses become supernaturally attuned to the negative energy flowing around you. Beyond a doubt, this tree is haunted or possessed, and by a murderous spirit bent on revenge against those who killed it. Begone, vile spirits! Cast the spirits from the tree. Murderous spirit. Whoa. Well, aren't you just Mr. Friendly Tentacle or a porn bastard? Well, let's see what we know about this thing. Gives you a sinister spectral figure robed in darkness. It has no visible features or appendages except for the glowing red pinpoints of its eyes. Alright, well, I do have Turn Undead, right? Where? That really good.
It was a mistake to challenge me.
And I can bless my weapon. Let's do so.
No.
There's some damage. Clipping right along, baby. Clipping right along. Yeah. Smackety smack smack. Hey, come on. Alright. A decent amount of XP for that. That's pretty sick. Oh, baby, look at that right there. Alright, we got a journal update. The unnatural tree. You have cast out the spirit from the tree and destroyed it forever. With the banishment of the spirit, the evil aura surrounding the tree has dissipated and nature is again returning to its branches. Boom. We rule all. Alright. That was not bad. Cheap and easy, punk and squeezy. So I want to see. Found a little treasure map buried in one of the books in the archives. It purports to show where St. Dunstan, the last prelate of Neverwinter Nights, buried his treasures in the northern hills to protect them from being seized during the Orcish wars of the early 13th century. Okay. Thought we were in the northern hills. Yeah. So what's gives? Oh, there we go. Haha. Almost did not see it. Or did that just show up and I was not paying attention? Boom, boom, boom. I want my treasure. Yeah, there we go. The dirt mound. It's always the dirt mound, isn't it? Alright. This plot of ground is at the exact point represented on your map of where St. Dunstan buried church relics. Start digging. There you go. After a few hours of steady digging, you hit upon an old, weathered, and moldy satchel. Aha, got me a scroll. Ooh, yeah, a bust scroll. Bag of silver coins, magic rod, and prophecies of St. Dunstan. Loaded. Alright, let's take a look at that booty, shall we? Fragment of St. Balthea's staff. Shield other one, charge use, 3 uses. That's interesting. According to church lore, St. Balthea was one of Tyr's original devotees, having witnessed his coming to Toril millennia ago. Not long after her conversion, she was betrothed to a lord of Jamdath. However, as she made her way to her new home, her caravan was beset by bandits, who quickly butchered her and her 200 ladies in waiting. Oh, boo. Her love was said to make thick grass sprout from the rocks it covered, a miracle that led to her subsequent beautification. The runes on this rod mark it as a small portion of the staff she carried on the day she was martyred. Whether that is true or not cannot be known. Rods cannot be equipped to any of your inventory slots. You may assign the rod to your quick slots. Alright. We should do so. Although Shield Other is kind of a pissy spell. It's one of those spells that, once I say it right, it gives like a +1 armor class bump to whoever you're shielding, but like they take damage and some of the damage gets transferred to you or some such. Bag of silver coins, 120 tarnished silver coins, so that's 12 gold pieces, technically speaking, if you go by the original D&D. Prophecies of St. Dunstan. Written in a flowery hand, this tome contains prophecies of St. Dunstan, the prophecies of St. Dunstan, the last prelate of Neverwinter Nights, who died in DR 1232. Its pages are yellowed and moldy, and ink has started to fade. Nevertheless, it would be a treasure to one who values historical artifact. Ooh, who would like that? For the most part, the prophecies are vague, but there is one that catches your eye. Before the spell plague comes, the mistress will bestride the land, bringing lamentation amongst the house of the bent line. Though the main god's champion draws nigh, nevertheless will the river Delenbeer run red with blood. Oh, I must be the champion. Pimp. Well, alright. He got some booty. Yay, booty. Alright. Oh, I'm encumbered. So, What can I pass off to my cohort in crime? Let's pass off these skins. And yeah, blue plank, iron ingot, leather hide, and wow, I'm heavier than I thought I'd be. There's the blues we bought and haven't used. I thought I had. Oh, they're there. They're like scrolls to me. Okay, well. Okay, well, I guess I'm best barely waiting on point. It sucks being such a puny little loser. Okay, anyway. Well, that was cool. What did the journal? Oh, day 2. We have recovered the buried treasure of St. Dunstan, the last prelate of Neverwinter Nights. Included in it was a book of Dunstan's prophecies that would be of extreme interest to those who study the history of the area. That's someone that we want to kiss up to anyway, because she pretty much hates my guts. This would be a really nice way of smoothing things over, so we have to head back to the town hall. Alrighty. We'll check Mr. Sundown's to see what time it is. Looks like stuff's open. Hey, who the hell is she doing? The time. 8 o'clock. A woman and a young man. Oh, are we having a little romance? Oh, I can't wait. It would be so beautiful. Whatever you want. Yeah, they're married. We'll invite the whole village, all 160 or so. Well, that's a lot of village. That many, yeah. It'll be beautiful. It will be magic. It'll be expensive. And wait till you see my dress. It's all silk with a train that requires all 10 of my bridesmaids to carry. 10? I didn't even know you knew 10 people. But there's something we need to discuss, Trimus. Oh, she's pregnant. I can't wait. I'm afraid your house isn't big enough for your family. You don't think all 8 of our kids would fit in? 8 kids. 8! Oh, at least. But don't worry, I've already got all their names picked out. Elbert, Elena, Rebecca, Fernable, Stella, Bale, Hesden, and little Gertie. Oh, sweet tear. So that means it will go boy, girl, boy, boy, girl. I'll allow for some to be out of order in the middle, of course, but the eldest simply must be a boy and the youngest a girl. It just won't work unless the eldest is a boy and the youngest a girl. Yeah, I'm getting to think it won't work too. Excellent, then we're agreed. Oh, Tremas, we're going to make each other happy forever. Just you and me for our entire life. No one else. Our entire lives. Happily ever after. Oh, Tremas, you don't look so good right now. I think I need to go lay down. Of course. Come on, let's go home. Yes, dear. It was hilarious. Hey, oh, Meg Farmer. Let's go check them out. Hello there, my name is Meg Farmer, and I've been looking all over for you. Yes, what is it? I need to buy a healing potion for my husband, and I was wondering if you had any. Why do you think I have a healing potion? If your husband needs healing, I could come myself and take care of it. Oh, you'd be wasting your time. Nothing's happened yet. It's just that my husband has decided today is the day to raise another barn, and he's, well, very accident prone. The last several major house projects he's undertaken, he's managed to break a bone or sprain a joint. In the previous cases, he's been in bed recovering for weeks, but I'm thinking ahead this time. Why would you think I have a healing potion? You're a cleric too, right? Isn't the local clergy where most villagers go to get their healing supplies? Let me check my pack, see what I have. Of course, I'm sorry, but I have nothing suitable. Well, very well then. No, sorry. I don't think I've ever had an option to get a healing potion. Well, I guess I could have made some, but I have yet to unlock any brew potion abilities. So, yeah. I wonder what would happen if I would have given her a potion. Alright, so here we are back in the town hall. See if we can go kiss some little librarian booty. Nice to see you again. May I help you with something? I recovered a book of prophecies by your town's last prelate, St. Dunstan. I think it belongs in the archives. Oh, this is priceless. Thank you very much for your efforts. I shall make an examination of this treasure, my most immediate project. Now, do you need anything else? No thanks, excuse me. Woot. That is a level up, folks. That's what that was. Alright, going for Cleric. More concentration, more spellcraft. Okay, at this point I'm just spending it whatever the hell I want. I've unlocked everything that they've said to unlock. With the exception of like survival or search or something. Oh no, it was sleight of hand. I refused to get sleight of hand, that's what it was. So, anything is a good call. Diplomacy could be useful, clerically speaking. Alchemy. Where's my... I need to find my sheet. Level 7. Yeah, I mean, nothing special at level 7, so it's just skills at this point. So, how about some... point diplomacy. And heal. Alright. Anything special? No.
Yes.
She, on the other hand, Golden Ranger. Alright, concentration, spot and survival, move silent, listen, hide. Oh, what else might she need? She don't have able learner, so she has to literally spend 2 points to increase these white ones, so it's not worth it. Search is a good one. Lore is decent too. Yeah, the hell. Alright. Feats for her, anything? I don't think so. She's rocking it though. Nice hit points. Decent ability still. And a nice attack bonus because she is a ranger. I am subpar compared to her when it comes to fighting, but that's okay. Alright. The leveling up did make my day. Okay. So, how did we do? Oh wow, we got a pretty decent amount of XP for that too, so that was nice. Well, alright. Let's see. I don't think we need to talk to him anymore. The jailer, I think we're done with. Or the, what we call him, warden. I think we're done with him for the foreseeable future, I suppose. What do we got from there, though? I guess. Why don't we check in here once more? The beggar's still out. I refuse to give him any more of my money. Going on inside. Well, first off, was there anything that we needed to sell?
Yes.
Was there anything we were selling to this guy? I don't think so.
Everyone follow me!
She didn't have anything. She wants to sell the hides and ingots and stuff we want to keep, I think. Shame that the skins don't stack.
You have me?
Alright. Well. Oh wait, we have that one lady back here, right? Might as well go talk to everybody, just in case. What's your name again? Maxell Brewer. Let's see. What do you think of the group camping out in the cathedral? Plain and simple, they're terrible people, but they spend money here, where those two louts they have for guards do. So I can't say I hate them too much. Still, I wish I didn't have to put up with them to get their money. Scum. You know anything about the curse? The curse, a terrible thing, isn't it? For them, the curse ain't taken a town member yet, so I can't say I concern myself too much with it. What about the lady? I think we already know all that stuff. Alright. Was there a book in here, or did we grab that book? Yeah, I think I already grabbed that one, right? Yeah. I have to remember to start collecting those things as they come to me. Oh, hey, these guys again. And Mr. Drunk Boy. Hey, glad you came on over. If anyone should be able to sell this, a Tyrion should. You and Thurgle? Oh, okay, got a question time again. I'm willing to ride a coin. What? We have a legal conundrum that we are hoping you have an answer to. You want a brain teaser? Sure, why not? Okay, here goes. Man goes off to war. 2 months later, another villager comes back claiming to be the only survivor of a great battle in which the entire army was destroyed and everyone killed. Okay. After a period of mourning, the man's heirs come to town and, having no use for his old possessions, sell his land to another man, who then proceeds to farm and prove it as his own. Some months later, the original man staggers back, claiming to have been wounded at the battle and then taken prisoner, only to enact a daring escape. Unfortunately, their heirs have already spent the money from the sale of the land in the intervening months, and so have no money to repurchase it. But the veteran now claims he was never dead, and so his heirs never inherited the land, and so had no right to sell it. The buyer, of course, claims he bought the land in good faith, and anyone in any way has since worked the land and invested in it. Who rightfully owns land? I shall look into it and get back to you. What, you mean you don't know? What, you mean you don't just have an answer? How can a Tyrion not know that? Hey, screw you, dude. What kind of Tyrion are you? I do not answer questions authoritatively if I do not positively know the answer. Huh. Guess we won't find the answer to our bet then. Shame. Let's see, questions? No way. Okay. So now we got a journal update. Legal conundrum. So here's the little story again. Codex Parian, the comprehensive volume of now trying to sue the law. We can go find this out. Matter of fact, we can go find this out right now. Let's go talk to this guy though. Nope. There's the drunk kid. Is he gonna be a drunken jackass again? Psst, hey you, how about you buy me a drink and I'll pay you back? There you go. Excuse me. Nah, I ain't getting no drunk. That's this silly. Why'd I waste good hooch on a stranger? Alright, we still have the cathedral to go bless and wipe down with holy water. And we got this new quest now. Might as well solve that real quick. So that's gotta be... what, inheritance law? Alright. Boom. Yeah, that's that thing up here. Okay, cool. Right there. Property law, right? Or inheritance law. Ooh, property law first. Let's read this. Check for statutes that may apply to the legal riddle posed to you by the two men in the tavern. There's little in the section that would apply, although there is a provision that says that heirs in legal possession of any property assume the same full rights as the previous owners. You can use it or dispense with it as desired. Under this definition, if the heirs rightfully possessed the land, then they were within their rights to do with it as they please. Read something else. Let's look up inheritance law. The inheritance laws of the village are similar to those of the independent cities of the Sword Coast, but no taxes have been imposed on inheritances, and there are still provisos that mandate a minimum percentage to each surviving child. You also note that illegitimate children can be made legitimate for purposes of inheritance, both of property and titles, after the fact by a simple majority vote of the town council. Check for statutes that apply to the legal riddle posed to you by the two men in the tavern. The waiting period after death before inheritance can take place, enacted to ease concerns regarding possible murders to gain inheritance and premature declarations of death, is 1 10-day when a body is not, when body is present, and 4 10 days when one is not. So 40 days they have to wait. Under this clause, as the heirs in the riddle waited 2 months after reports of the battle, they were rightfully possessed of the land. Sounds like we know the answer. quest paragraph contains some clauses that indicate it is the new owner who rightfully possesses the land. Boom. Let's see, check the bookshelf here. Nothing there. I swear there's another bookshelf around here. We got this one, but I don't think we can take the books. Those are just ones that we... Yeah, the archives. Oh, let's check out the archive catalog. Okay. Does she have anything on her bookshelf? Pansy. Here, hold my books for me. She can carry my books as we go to school together. La 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 la. Alright. So, let's go solve that quest, shall we? Then we get some more XP for that. That'd be pretty sweet. Maybe they'll give me some magic items. I'm tired of not having any magic gear. I want me a magic sword and magic armor, and I want magic booties, and I want all kinds of stuff. Give it to me. Nope, you don't. Alright. Do the pattern. Dun dun dun. Alright, fellas. So, we know the answer. Arise in a decision regarding the legal riddle you posed to me. Oh really, let's hear it then. The new purchaser owns the land. Ah, I win. Pay him. Continue. What? Oh, hails bells. He slides a gold coin over. There you get. So there you go. Shoot me. Ooh, you got 125 XP for that. Woot. Alrighty. Anyway. Now that we made ourselves happy on that, let's get out of here. To the cathedral. I have a holy vision that compels me. Alright. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've been toying around with my animations or my special effects files. So if you start seeing me use spells that you're like, what the hey is that? Then just ask me what's going on in the below the description down below. I'll be happy to tell you what I've done. Nothing that's changed the spells themselves, just the appearance of the spells. So, for instance, like you saw with my light spell, the little red dot. I was hoping for a red aura, but oh well. I'll have to fix that later. But here is our altar. Let's get the altar. Clean the altar with holy water. Black goo begins to bubble, roil, and hiss the moment the holy water touches it. You pull forth a rag and set to work scrubbing it off. Doo-doo, cutscene. Go team. You just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? Stand for the grin. Look at this guy. Oh, this is the guy that's marrying the lady, or wants to marry the lady. Told you we should have killed him immediately. Oh, excuse me? Yes, but I was so hoping it wouldn't have to come to this. At last, we finally get to split some skulls. Yes, they certainly can't be allowed to live now. Who is it you serve? I'm afraid there's no more time for talk. It saddens me, but now you need to die. Attack. Well, alright. Attack nearest. We got like 4 dudes against 2. This is not exactly a fair fight now, is it? And someone's a wizard. Or a cleric. Some kind of casting going on over there. I guess when I'll get her some aid. And you know what? And I'm going to cast out the puppy first. And then buff her and myself. That's my new aid spell, you see? And here's my new bless spell. Alright, that's what just deep blessed us.
Get rid of some and a new crop of enemies seems to sprout up.
Do this with you.
Come on, man.
I can.
Yeah, we're gonna focus fire on the mage. He had his own mage armor up. Yeah, I saw it. We're gonna flank this jerk a little bit. Right, looks like we took out the main bosses already. These are just the underlings. Your team. Badass. Tears Vision. So look at that. Tears Vision. Upon cleaning the black sludge off the cathedral's altar, you were confronted by Lord Stanford Legrin and his henchmen, who turned out to be the enemy agents acting as spies and saboteurs within Tyr's own sanctuary. They are all dead now, and the altar has been cleansed, although there is still some presence within the cathedral that is dampening the link between Tyr and this world. It should be rooted out and destroyed. We may do that next time. I am wounded. We have stuff. We're going to take every bit of it. You just shut your hole. Quarterstaff, sling, greenstone. You just muscle on through, buddy. I got a spell that can buff you anyway. Damn. And stood leather rapier. Kick ass. You want a key? Oh, let's take a look at this stuff. I have illusionist robe. This is useless. I have a heavy shield. I have scale mail. 4-3, pass it off to her. Bullets, a long sword, that's not bad. Potion of invisibility, greenstone for money, sling will pass off to her. We'll want that so she has another ranged weapon. Quarterstaff will sell breastplate, 5-3. Pass that off to her so she can benefit from any of that. Another sword. A shield, another step of armor.
Got too much on my back to move. Listening.
You have
The reason we're doing that is because I have this here. Spell. Alright. So we just basically made sure to give ourselves some bull strength so that we can zip on over with all this fat loot and gear we just picked up and see if we can sell it. We'll get back to the cathedral, I think. I may come back to that tomorrow, so we may want to go back to town and or to the mansion and take a knee since we have limited resting areas. I hate when it does that. We'll go back to the mansion and rest up proper, but I want to get rid of this gear now while I have the spell, and we can get our spells back from the chapel potentially. Which means I can probably get rid of my Detect Undead spell now, because it's kind of a wasted spell slot.
Yes.
You have need of me?
His door. Okay, let's see, what can we sell this guy and get rid of some stuff. I don't need the rapier. Anything else there looks good to me. There we go. You have that longsword, that longsword. Won't buy the quarterstaff. You can buy the breastplate though. The extra heavy shield I have that I don't need. Town key, Stanford's key. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder if that gets us into that room. Alright. I'm gonna back down and wait again.
Yes.
She's hurt. Oh, we got a potion of cure moderate. Where the heck did we get that? Let's spend it on the dead guys. Go. He still don't have anything that we want to buy, right? Pretty much he only has stuff that we sold him that's useful. Yeah. That's all good. As you can see, my busts are still on me. I have modified a variety of my files lately. If you haven't caught the other videos where I'm basically asking for help, I've modified Bless, Aid, Divine Favor, and just as I got done and was, satisfied, I suppose, with what I could do, that modder that's been doing all these changes, he came out with even more today. So he's modified, and you're gonna love this. He's got a variety of cleric buffs, and one of the buffs that I love, that at least that he modified anyway, is Divine Power. It is one of the only ones out there that clerics have. Well, not one of ones. There's actually several out there, but there's one of the important ones out there for clerics that had no visual graphic. It was like the stupidest mistake I think that devs ever made for this game, was the defining spell really of a cleric being a physical whoop-ass badass was Divine Power. And it's a click spell, you activate it, and there's no visual graphic. And he gave you, as silly as it sounds, what was it? Basically an aura and a scream or a sound effect that went with it, and it smacks of Dragon Ball Z. He must be a fan, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But he use my words. He made it where you have the aura that shimmers around you, and it makes that same aura sound that Goku and those guys make when they're what do you call it? Super Saiyan. So I thought it was hilarious. Alright, where is my journal? I need to look at the book list. I'm not taking books I don't need. Alright, so we have Win by the Fireside. Is that in there anywhere? Nope. Hope, Love, and Yearning. Hope, Love, and Yearning. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Yeah, see, this is one that looks like I said that looks weird to me. This one probably won't. Yeah, this is a typical lore book, I'm guessing. So, this one looks weird to me, so I'm betting it's in here, right? Exodus versus Art. There you go. And this one looks weird to me too, so I'm betting it's in here as well. Sailor On. Sailor On's Gambit. The Unwritten Epilogue. Boom. Well, alright. Very happy we found that little clue. And I think I don't have anything here. We might be able to store gear here, by the way, but I never have done that. Sleep for 8 hours. We had to do that to get our spells leveled up. And he is overloaded, but that's okay, because one of the things we can do is I can unload books in here.
Listening.
See if she's got any she can pilfer off as well. Modification rituals. And she can create races. That's probably just a war book, deck of cards, that sort of stuff. Okay.
Yes.
He has. Why is he still so overweight? I guess I should pass off the potions and stuff to make myself lighter. There we go. Okay, but we have that, and we didn't get our spells back, as you see. So, wait, what the heck? Oh, we leveled up too. Derpa. Okay. I would like. Oh, I got infinite light spells. I don't need that silliness. I guess it's like minor. Silly to have it, but whatever. I can turn them all into cure minor spells, so I don't care about that. We're getting rid of Detect Undead, because I probably don't need that now. I hope I don't. Okay, so I have Bless. Bane could come in handy, and you'll be also happy to know that I found a way to fix my problem with Bane. My other videos, they're asking for help for special effects, what to put on what spells. I have a nice little twinkle show for Bless. I have for Aid, as you saw, and Mass Aid as well, little green motes or dots floating around my characters, which I love. The twinkle show is kind of red, orange, yellow twinkles. So it's not dots, it literally is little the pinpoint pricks, and they show up and they disappear. So that's Bless. Protection from alignments, the Hula Hoop of Doom. Nothing for magic weapon that I know of. Shield of Faith is just like the AIDS green motes, the green dots floating around you. Shield of Faith, I think I kept to the blue dots. I don't think I switched it back to the yellow shield, but we'll see. But Bane was causing me problems in that I couldn't figure out how to modify the file name to make it hit all the bad guys and light them up like a Christmas tree, so I know who's been hit with Bane is the goal. Because otherwise it's just they've been nerfed. And you just have to hope you know which one's been nerfed, which sucks. But it wasn't Bane. Usually the file name is like SP underscore the name of the spell, so in this case Bane .sef, and that's the name of the spell graphic usually. But this one has two, one for Bane and one for Bane underscore hit, HIT .sef, and it was the Bane underscore hit that was the one that sticks to the character. So by doing that, I have modified it so now when you see a target get hit with Bane, any of the bad guys that got hit with Bane will glow red. It's the same special effect that I was using in the past for my mage armor on a different Let's Play. So I've recycled it, and I like it because they're this glow, this really creepy red, so that's a good way for me to know that that guy's been nerfed. And we can ignore them and concentrate on the guys that aren't red is the idea, right? Because Bane really screws them for attack penalties and saving throws and blah blah blah. These ones all have different graphics that I've uploaded too. Nothing that's persistent, but you'll notice when I cast these on myself, when I do, the icon, the bold strength, owl's wisdom, whatever, it's bigger, not over here, but above your character's head. These little symbols appear, and they actually made them much larger, so it's obvious, I guess, that you've made that. And there's both been some changes to the serial light, but I don't know if I see anything like that. Anyway, point is, we gotta get back to stuff. See, Shield of Faith, I am level 7. So I'm wondering if I'm getting a +2 or +3 at this point. It's possible I'm getting a +3 deflection bonus. That's a very nice deflection bonus, and again, that has a new graphic. Maybe I should get one of those for her. Or protection from alignment. It does last longer, and I have 2. Night Shield has a new graphic as well, but I don't particularly care about it as far as usefulness. Divine Favor has a new graphic, and that's nice bonus damage for every 3 caster levels you have. 3d6, so I should have a +2 to attack and magical damage for myself for a minute. That could come handy in a fight. Let's grab that. Divine Favor has got a cool graphic to it now, so I'm very pleased. Level 4 now we've unlocked, and assay resistance until you actually install the correct patch is busted. And by patch I mean rerun spell fixes. One of some of the people out there in the modding community that has fixed broken spells, and this is one of the spells that are broken, so this isn't worth taking right now. Castigate could be okay. Yeah, take the Cure. Cure Crit, I can always turn it into a Cure spell, so I don't worry about that. Death Ward could come in handy. We are fighting some casters. Divine Power is that one I was telling you guys about. Now I haven't installed his pack, so I don't have my Super Saiyan, Scream and Aura, but I'll probably modify his file anyway because I just don't like the particular look of it. But the point was, he made a file and on all the coding that went with it so that it will take a special effects for Divine Power. If I do it right, I can make Divine Power look like anything I want. So I can have it be, the glowing red dots, the big red aura, whatever the hell I want. And I may go with a big red aura just because it is a obvious effect on your character. So it won't be as awesome as his auras, but his auras are pretty overwhelming, I think. Hammer the Gods. It's a team-friendly one. A greater magic weapon. Now we're talking. And it's hours long. That could be a really nice bump. We're not having a lot of fights though. What I mean is we're not having like something that having a spell that lasts for 6-7 hours on my character has been useful. It's usually the fight's there and the fight's over, so a minute long is usually pretty good. Restoration can be okay. I could get another summon. Poison, neutralize poison, that could come in handy. Spell mantles could come in handy. Hypothermia could come in handy. Well, I'm going to take Divine Power, and I am attack bonus of 5, a base attack bonus of 5, and I'm a level 7 Cleric. What this will do is guarantee that I get a +2 to my attack bonus, because it'll set it for as if I was a fighter of this level 7. So instead of a BAB of 5, it'll be a BAB of 7 plus whatever I get from something like, say, strength and my weapon focus and blah blah blah. But also the spell gives you a +6 bump to strength. So that's another +3 you get to add on to your attack bonus. So this Divine Power, even though it doesn't last very long, it'll allow me to keep toe-to-toe with her and we'll just slaughter guys. So that's a good call, I say. From there, I think I really am going to grab that Greater Magic Weapon, and maybe I'll go back to level 1 and chuck the Magic Weapon in favor of something else, like a protection from alignment for the 2 of us. Like so. That could be alright. Alright, let's go see if we can't go take a knee at the altar and get our stuff back. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I should take a look at her spell book too, because I'm dumb.
Listening.
Yeah, she's fine.
You have need of me?
Pray. You reflect on Tears of Glory for a few minutes and find a renewed sense of inner peace, but gain no other outward benefit from your time here. Leave the altar alone. Ah, that's not cool. I guess I have to complete my journey, my Tears Vision, before I let me have it back. That's okay. But that's probably a good stopping point, I say. My name's Brothermutant. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. We're progressing nicely. Got some battles under our belts. I'm pretty happy about all of that. We got some good loot so far, selling off some gear more than anything else. Well, pretty happy with the progress we've been making. Completed like, what, 3 different, or 2.5, I suppose, different journal updates. So, again, I think we're doing well. But with that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.